Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuoSarm here today, and today I have for you a video where I'm going to be answering the question I've gotten the most since the Warden update went live, and that's mainly pertaining to the event. And that question is, should I go Rfitwalk Dawnforged, or should I go Raven? So with the update, they actually lowered the cost of a whole bunch of these different upgrade paths, and they changed some of the materials around, so it changed the actual pricing of the two tiers tremendously. In addition to that, the actual Rfitwalk and Dawnforged weapon is an event reward that you can go ahead and pick up. However, it does have a random number of slots. As you can see, I got unlucky and only got my 3 slots on it. And as a quick aside, even if you were to go ahead and purchase all the gem hammers to go ahead and get all your gem slots right now with the current price of gem hammers, it is still worth it to be going around this path because the amount of gold that costs to purchase all the materials right now to go from Seraph or Baleful Stage 1 up to Rfitwalk and Dawnforged is about the same or a little bit less than if you were to go ahead and buy gem hammers. Additionally, as you upgrade this weapon, there's the chance to unlock the additional gem slots. So right now the cost difference is negligible, so yeah, this is really a great item. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. We're going to be talking about the Raven versus the Rift and Dawnforged paths themselves, so the actual upgrade paths. So if we hit the Control-I menu and we look at the two paths, we see they both branch off from Seraph or Baleful weapons here. You can either go the Raven path or the Rfitwalk path. So just a bit of a background between these two weapons. The Rfitwalk and Dawnforged weapons were kind of introduced to make it so people who weren't able to get into raids would have a way to get legendary weapons and progress their character further. As far as the effects of these weapons, they're generally not as strong, the Rfitwalk and Dawnforged that is, than the Raven. The exception is the Earth Destroyer, and actually the Warden is one that can go either way too because of the reduced cooldown on that Blade Ward skill. Otherwise, just about every class benefits from Raven more. Now the ultimate goal though is going to be getting over to the Aransu tier. So you're going to want to get through the Raven or Dawnforged Rfitwalk path as fast as possible and hit up that Aransu tier. So what I did is I went ahead and looked at the upgrade comparison or the gold comparison between these two items. And the results are actually kind of surprising. So the actual gold difference between the Dawnforged or Rfitwalk weapon compared to the Raven weapon when going to the Aransu stage is 2,700 gold. So it is 2,700 gold cheaper to go Dawnforged / Rfitwalk instead of Raven. So if you are looking to get to the Aransu tier as fast as possible and don't care about being weaker in the short term, unless you're an Earth Destroyer or a Warden class, or even the Warlock benefits a bit from it as well. So you're going to be a little bit weaker unless you're one of those three. However, you will have a much easier time getting to the Aransu tier. It's much cheaper, just requires running dungeons. You don't need to raid every week to get items. It's a pretty solid thing, although the items that you have to raid for really aren't that hard to come by. Raven King Souls are pretty cheap on the marketplace if you were just to buy them, but that's not the point here. So that weapon itself is a lot cheaper. Now in this calculation, I went ahead and omitted the Raven King Souls because those are something you're just going to get from running raids. You're not going to go ahead and buy those, so I eliminated those. Additionally, Blackstones, Void Fragments, and Aransu Orbs were eliminated from this calculation as well. Those are also 3 items that you're going to go ahead and farm by running your dailies or weeklies or running dungeons. They're not things you're going to be going ahead and purchasing off the marketplace, and you're pretty crazy if you do purchase them off the marketplace. Just run another couple runs of the dungeons and pick up the Blackstones or Void Fragments. They drop pretty frequently. Now that doesn't omit the oils, the upgrade materials themselves. However, for the Soulstone crystals, Moonstone crystals, everything that's a crystal, I took the gold value of that item, so basically what it would cost on the marketplace if you were to go ahead and buy it off of the marketplace. Otherwise, the big difference here is the premium transformation stones. So those suckers are the big difference. So the Raven weapon actually has 5 more premium transformation stones to get up to the Aransu tier when compared to the Rfitwalk and Dawnforged tier. So definitely a big cost there. So now I also decided to do a calculation and basically saying, well, what if you farmed up all of your upgrade materials? So the Soulstones, Moonstones, Sacred Crystals, Elysian Crystals. So what if you had all that in store, all saved up, and your only difference was now the things you had to buy off the marketplace? So in that case, it is still 820 gold cheaper to go the Rfitwalk and Dawnforged path. So you're still saving about 1,000 gold if you go ahead and farm everything up to go the Rfitwalk Dawnforged path over the Raven path. So the Rfitwalk Dawnforged path is definitely a lot cheaper when compared to the Raven path. That being said, and like I said earlier, the Raven path is the stronger weapon for the majority of classes in the game. So that brings us to the final question I always get asked. Should I go Raven, Dawnforged, or Rfitwalk? And honestly, the answer is hard to say. It really comes down to your own personal preference. As I've said in the video, the Dawnforged and Rfitwalk weapon is substantially cheaper than the Raven tier. So if you want to get up to the Aransu tier of weapons as fast as possible and be able to do the late game stuff as fast as possible, then the Dawnforged and Rfitwalk tier is for you. However, if you're a casual player or just playing for fun or kind of hang out with your buddies and want to be the one that does the most damage in your group of friends, or just generally casual player, I would say, should be going the Raven tier. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that because casual players have less materials and they should go with the Dawnforged Rfitwalk path. but I honestly feel the Raven weapon path gives you a bit more fun. It forces you into group content because you need to get the upgrade items for it. And additionally, for all of the classes except for Destroyer, you're going to be doing more DPS with the Raven weapon. Additionally, a casual player will find it easier to find parties in F8 simply because people recruit based on Raven weapon tier, not Dawnforged Rfitwalk tier, no matter how much I disagree with that. But anyway guys, those are all the points I wanted to cover in this video. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and make sure you're subscribed to stay updated to all of the Blade & Soul content your heart desires. Thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you at the next video. Peace.